Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. My name is D-Free, and here today we have a lot to go over, so we're just going to jump right in. We have a lot of content we're going to cover in terms of what's happening this week on Dragon Ball Legends. Stay tuned for some summons, and stay tuned for some showcases and stuff over the course of the night and tomorrow as well. So if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up. If you guys wind up finishing it and you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up. That being said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe and stick around for some more content, and leave a comment for your boy. Anything. Let me know what you're most excited about throughout all of this content. So we're going to just kind of run through this kind of quickly, because I don't want this to be too long. As you see, Raditz is getting sleeves. He's a Zenkai character. Why wouldn't he? There's that. So Legends update login bonus. This typically comes out whenever we have a bigger scale update like this one is. So keep that in mind. There's going to be a login bonus. I don't know the contents of it, but you'll find out when you log in when maintenance is finished. If you're wondering when maintenance is finished, literally log in and or try to log in. It'll tell you when your maintenance is done in your time zone. That being said, next thing here is the energy system is coming out tonight. So the key point here is that they actually do show that the cap ups, it's up to 9,999 energy. Wow, this could either be really good or really bad in some ways, depending on how it's handled, but I think it's going to be pretty good. I'm not going to judge it until we see it, but they do talk about the recycle system as well, so we'll just kind of see how this goes ultimately. They say mentioned in the news to kind of understand it a little better. So co-op is coming out again. This time it's versus Great Saiyaman? Wait. Okay, so I don't know why I'm thinking you fight both. I'm sure it's probably just Videl on a lower stage and then Gohan on a higher stage. But this time around, it's versus Great Saiyaman. Interesting. Okay, so there's that. So Raditz's event is coming back. It's getting overhauled. As you see, Raditz's Zenkai is coming out. There is no Zenkai banner. So Raditz does appear to be a free Zenkai. Do not quote me on that. We'll find out when the event actually is live. Again, there's also new equips and stuff like that are in here. Do not quote me on anything. Oh, yeah, it's free. Here it is. There's actually a literal awakening battle. Your first run, you get 500 awakening Z power, and then from there, you just consistently run the stage over and over. You get further droppable items. And there's also a bonus battle here as well, which actually drops that too. And first clear reward is CC. Okay, yeah, so it's free to play. That's pretty awesome. So let's see how good he is. We'll get to that in a minute. Stay tuned for that. Also, they added the LF Piccolo equip here from other events as well. So, okay, not bad. EX stages and stuff like that. It's getting complete overhauled, just like the other ones are. It's going to have that map style. Choice Battle is back, and this time around it does feature images for the energy tank there, but looks like it might still drop. Oh, I don't see any energy tickets here at all, so we'll see what happens there. I'm kind of going through this kind of quickly, so bear with me. Because like I said, I don't want this video to be too long. There's a lot here. So let's cover the equips really quick. Crush Them. This is going to be, it looks like the next PvP equip. It's for any purple character, because again, PvP is getting reset tonight. It's Blast Attack slot 1, Strike Defense slot 2, and then Strike Attack when you have a red or blue element character on your team. We've seen this variation a lot. It's a very good type of equip. Definitely want to farm these up as much as possible. That slot 3 is very good, even though it may not look like it. The fact that it does not factor in the base stat, it gets calculated separately. That's why the wording isn't there. That being said, very good equip. So we've seen it in several different, styles. So here's another equip. This one is exclusive to Saiyan Saga characters. Oh, that's interesting, huh? Oh, Gohan's in here too, yeah. The only downside is Saiyan Saga right now is not anything special. Even with Zenkai Raditz, without even knowing what he does, I'm going to say it's not anything special. But it could be pretty good in the future. So Strike Attack and Special Move. This is good for Piccolo. Piccolo doesn't really care for the Strike Attack buff. He mainly wants Blast, which is down here. But regardless, getting double is fine. So Blast Attack or Strike Defense on slot 2. And then slot 3 here, Strike Defense when an EX Rarity Saiyan is on your team. Oh, EX Rarity Saiyan Saga. So you can actually, you don't have to have like Raditz on your team for this, because he would proc this by himself. You could actually do EX and a Saiyan Saga unit. Like you can do whatever, but you need to meet those conditions. We've seen this type of equip as well separately. It's a good equip though. Definitely worth farming. Going to be good on pretty much all these guys. So, okay. So here's Legends All-Star number 1. Yes, number 1. This does seem like it is going to be replacing the Ultra Space Time Rush. Or not Rush, excuse me. The Ultra Space Time banners. They are pairing this with the unlock missions, so keep that in mind. They did mention in the video, we'll obviously see how it goes when we actually get this. They did mention in the video that you probably have to pull the character first, and then from there, use CC to unlock the missions to get bonus copies of the characters, which if it's not too much CC, that's still pretty good value. Obviously, you still have to go through the hassle of RNG on the banner, but it's still good value because you don't have to go through it anymore from there, and you basically can get like what, 3 copies of the character from the missions alone. So again, stay tuned for that as we go ahead and get the game live again overall. So normal stuff here, discounts, all that stuff. Legends tickets are on this banner. Interesting. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so here's a look at the banner. Oh, Rage Trunks is back alongside Omega. Yo, that's pretty awesome. And then we have Zenkai, Gohan, and Cell down here. Obviously, they're not Zenkai Awoken yet. Do not pull on the Gohan banner till November, by the way. I had somebody do that. Don't do that. They wait until November when it gets reduced in cost like the Cell banner is. Gohan is here as the EX, and some other EXs here on the banner. By the way, stay tuned. I'm going to do a video covering some more EXs that are going to get Zenkai treatment as well, based on the story models that they are going to follow with Raditz, like this Frieza, like Nappa, etc. So, okay, decent EXs are there. Not anything special. Okay, here's where we get into the main stuff. Let's go over Gohan first. We're going to save Raditz for a little bit later. So, Ranged Fighter, Saiyan Saga, Hybrid Saiyan. Love to see the Gohan love, by the way, in the game. I love it. Your boy loves it as a Gohan stan. I love it. All right, so here we go. So, the main ability draws a Special Move Arts card next, restores own ki by 50, and plus 70% the next special move damage inflicted. This kind of reminds me a lot of the yellow Gohan. It's a little different, but it kind of reminds me of him a lot. Anyways, main ability, excuse me, unique number 1, plus 25% of damage inflicted once character enters the battlefield if there's a Sun Family or Hybrid Saiyan battle member other than this character. Can't be stacked, okay? Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 35% to blast damage inflicted for 20 counts, and reduces damage received by 20%. Can't be stacked. They always can't be stacked on, so you don't think that you can do this repeatedly, like by switching a lot. But I don't know. At least add can't be canceled, please. That's a lot better than can't be stacked. Please do that. Applies the following effects to self according to the number of counts elapsed with the current character. Oh, you're doing that. Okay, so after 4 counts, you get the cost reduction. After 8 counts, you also get draw speed. After 12 counts, you get damage buff. Reset that switch. But his blast damage buff is only for 20 counts. The damage cut is not time restricted, I guess. And he needs to be paired with a Hybrid or Sun Family character, which is also doable. Depending on the Z ability, it's not going to be that bad. I need to see like ki recovery or something. Card cost down a lot of times can kind of replace ki recovery, but still, his ki restore speed isn't great. It's not horrible either. It's kind of like average at this point in the game. It's solid. Anyways, special move, plus 20% to blast damage inflicted upon activation for 15 counts. Green card draws a blast, plus 20% to damage inflicted. 2 blast cards held. Yeah, Gohan's kind of forgettable. Oh, double defense for hybrids. I don't think they had that Z ability. I don't think they had that Z ability prior to this batch. I don't know what the other 2 characters are going to do. He actually does that outright, just from 1 copy pulled. And then he goes double defense for Hybrid and Sun Family. Okay, yeah, that's actually not bad. That's actually really good value, at least having him on your bench. So he's not spectacular. There are far better EX characters. And a lot of times EX characters want to be really, really, really good. But let's take a look at Goten. So support type. I'm really scared for Goten because he could make Sun Family and Hybrid so damn good, man. We didn't need to give LF Gohan any more support, by the way. Oh, my God. And like I said, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe, stick around for some more content. Here we go. A couple more things to cover here. All right, so transform into Super Saiyan. It lasts for 40 counts and you restore your ki by 40 with the main ability. Reduces damage received by 30% for 15 counts when he enters the battlefield. Okay. Applies the following effects to allied hybrids or Sun Family when he's switched out. Here we go. Restores ki, damage, and then gives them minus 20% of enemy sustained damage cut effects. Wow. For what reason, bro? Why does he need to hit through their damage cut? Well, no, not him, but whoever he switches into. Think about this. If he switches out into LF Gohan, let's just say like early in the game, you don't have a defeated ally or whatever. LF Gohan will gain 70 ki, I believe, for his own unique ability at Zenkai 7 anyway. Or Zenkai 6, whatever. He'll gain ki from 2 passives. This one right here and then his own. He'll gain a damage buff, and then he'll also gain another damage buff from this and cut effect nullification. That's crazy. Reduces damage received by 30% from the battle start for 15 counts. Okay, so since he doesn't apparently have healing, they gave him 2 ways to take reduced damage, so you can use him early game. That's pretty good. Applies the following effects to allied hybrids or Sun Family when the battle starts. Oh, he even has passive buffs. Just for existing. Just for existing. And they don't actually go away when he's defeated either. Hybrids and Sun Family get automatic ki recovery plus 50%, which can't be canceled. The ki recovery can't be canceled. Okay, 50% can't be canceled. Why did they do this? Why did they do that? You know how fast ki is going to charge on this team? Plus 15% as well to damage inflicted. Just passive, wow. But that's crazy good for hybrids. And I don't want to use everything from the prism of LF Gohan, but that's really good. His blast card restores Vanish Gauge. I believe the last unit that had that was Green Raditz. So there's that. Physical Blast. Is he throwing rocks? Does he throw rocks? Yeah, he throws rocks. There they are in the art. He throws rocks. Okay. Destroys 2 enemy cards on hit with the Kamehameha. I love that. Plus 20% to strike damage and plus 10% to damage inflicted by allies other than this character. Okay, they added that in for 10 counts. Whatever. Strike attack. Double attack or what? It is double attack. Great. So hybrids pick up like their freaking 4th double attack buffer or something like that. And Sun Family picks up another one. They just got Gohan Blue. Wow, he's going to pair so good with the passive buffs with Blue Gohan too. Like I said, I don't want to use everything from the prism of having Zenkai 7 Gohan because obviously most people don't. This unit's going to be really good. Not just on either team. He's like an automatic staple on both of his teams. Automatic. Like it's not even a contest. He's automatic staple on hybrids and Sun Family. Like look at their other yellow options. I'm sorry, Yellow Gohan, you're good, but Goten is going to take your spot easy on a hybrids team. Trunks doesn't really fit super great on hybrids unless you're running more of like a Trunks variant, which also can be like a Vegeta family type of hybrid Saiyan type of team. Trunks can be his own team, basically. There's a bunch of Trunks that works that way. Obviously, you can fit him there, but he doesn't supply the passive buffs to allies unless they're, I believe, Future or Vegeta family. So there are things like that that are kind of happening. So yeah, I think Goten easy takes that spot. And then Sun Family, same type of deal. It's even less competition here. So, okay. Yeah, Goten is nuts. All right, let's see the transform state. So when he's transformed, he draws a blue card. Oh, no, green card, excuse me. Restores ki as well by 50. Increases card draw speed by 2 levels. He draws a green, restores ki, and draw speed by 2 levels. What does the green do? Does it produce cards? Oh, it's a comboable card. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Okay, so unique one. Applies the following effects to self until the transformation ends. Plus 70% of damage. Can't be canceled. And then plus 30% of damage cut. Can't be canceled. Okay. Applies the following effects to allied Sun Family or hybrids when he switches out. Same effect pretty much here, it looks like. It doesn't look like this changed at all. Applies the following effects to self when there are 20 counts remaining until transformation ends. He restores automatically when you're halfway through your transformation, and then he gets another damage buff. Which, by the way, he also would still have this damage buff here. It's not there anymore because it applies to the entire team that it is applicable to, including himself at the start of the battle. So he also has that as well. So he automatically always has another 50% to ki restoration, and then he picks up this, and then on top of that, he even gets bonus ki. Goten is going to be disgusting. Okay, so he still restores Vanish. Goten is going to be so good. Massive impact damage with the Super Goten attack. Reduces enemies' ki as well to charging forward attack. Okay. Applies the following effects to self until upon activation. Plus 20% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Reduces damage received by 20 for 20 counts. Can't be stacked. Combos into anything. It even has blast armor when charging forward. Come on, bro. What the hell is this card? God dang, Goten is good. Wow. What is that? Goten is good. I can't dwell on it too long because the video is getting a little longer than I want. I know a lot of you guys don't care, but I care, right? Here we go. Let's take a look at Trunks here. Trunks is a melee type. Okay, green melee type. Transforms into Super Saiyan and restores ki by 30. Applies the following effects to hybrid Saiyan or Vegeta family battle member other than this character in your party. Plus 30% to damage inflicted for 30 counts. Reduces damage received by 20. So that's actually on a full hybrid / Vegeta family team. That's actually 60% damage and 40% cut because it says per other than himself. So that's 60 instead of 90 or whatever. And also instead of 30. That's actually really good, as you can imagine. With the main ability for 30 counts. So when he transforms, he just does all this. And he only needs 10 counts to transform. Okay, he's going to do a lot of damage. Applies the following effects himself when this character enters the battlefield. Plus 30% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Plus 35% to ki recovery. You don't need ki recovery because you have Goten. Anyways, 35% for 20 counts. Increases own arts card draw speed by 1 level for 3 counts. Every time he uses a strike card? Oh, come on. Come on, bro. -5 to strike and blast arts cost for 5 counts upon landing a blast hit. Okay, so they're making it to where he functions with both cards pretty well, just like they did with Zenkai 18. But still, like, come on, bro. Why does he need to increase draw speed like that? Stop that. Stop the shenanigans. Stop the shenanigans. Okay. Plus 15% of damage inflicted. Plus 20% of strike damage. Okay, those two are irrelevant. I assume he's a double attacker too. Oh, he's strike attack and defense. Okay, I guess it makes sense because Goten's double attacker. And he's a melee type. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at his transform state. This is going to do so much damage, man. He's going to do, and especially if he's paired with Goten. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so when he's transformed, his main restores his health. By the way, his transformation is not timed like Goten's, but it doesn't really matter because Goten's a support unit anyway, so he still has good late game value, especially with the gauge restoration as well on the blast card. Anyways, restores health, plus 40% to damage, cancels attribute downgrades, need 15 counts to use it. The following effects occur when he enters the battlefield, plus 50% to damage, plus 50% to key recovery. Inflicts all enemies with 2 sub-counts. God dang, what? That's crazy. Automatic just for entering the battlefield? Automatic 2 sub-count bonus. Wow. Like, if he wanted to rush somebody specific, this is how good this is. Even if they had 2 characters available, they would not be able to switch for 2 counts. As soon as he enters the battlefield, say that he wanted to rush, like, I don't know, Vegito Blue, and they had access to, like, a character that they could switch into, assuming it's not, like, Rage Trunks, because his mechanic would play around that. You switch into this guy first, and then, boom, you hit that rush, it's automatically going to hit him if you've done it within the 2-second count, right? That's crazy. They won't be able to switch. Applies the following effects itself every time this character uses a strike, plus 15% of damage for 5 counts, and then draw speed for 5 counts as well now. And then -5 to strike and blast arts for 5 counts upon landing a blast. Massive impact damage, plus 20% to damage inflicted, 25, excuse me, for damage inflicted. Green card restores ki and plus 20% strike damage. Okay, so he doesn't seem as wow factor as Goten, but don't get it mistaken. He's going to do, his damage is going to be among the best in the game. Again, not the best, but among the best. He's going to do some of the best damage in the game, easy. Just because his kit is so conducive to damage, he's going to hit really hard. And if you get him in an actual combo, like, imagine if you paired this dude with defeated yellow future Gohan. Like, this dude would just, he'd shred. He'd be similar, not as good, but similar to, like, Zenkai 18. He really would. He would do so much sidestep strike damage, it's not even funny. And again, pretty much takes the spot as the best green unit on his team, assuming you don't have the Vegeta LF. And it's really not even that close. Vegeta family really needed this. They really needed this. And he fits their playstyle so good. On the context of looking at Vegeta family as well, even if you don't run him on like hybrids, he is going to have access to one of the best supporting units in the game that's not even actually technically a support type. And this dude functions a lot of the same way as Goten with the switch buffs and stuff like that. And he even takes it a step further by drawing a card. Trunks is going to fit incredible on this team. He's going to be really good. And then you factor in, again, the passive of buffs that these dudes have for allies on their team, just for taking hits or like doing hits or like whatever. There's a bunch of units that do similar effects. Trunks is awesome. He's awesome. Okay, here we go. Home stretch. Taking a look at Raditz here. So let's go ahead and see what he does here. Here's a look at the stats. His blast attack and strike attack are 252 and 232,000 respectively. Defenses are kind of 100. It's not bad. It's good, but I would imagine that it should be higher, but it's okay. Free Zenkai 7, free 14-star, I imagine, too. I'm not going to complain, right? I mean, I have him 14, obviously, but I'm not going to complain. Main ability restores ki by 50, plus 35% to ki recovery, -5 to blast arts cost as well for 10 counts. Excuse me, for 15 counts, but you need 10 counts to use it. Unique ability number 1, plus 20% to damage inflicted against Super Warriors, Sun Family, or Regen. Can't be canceled. Okay. So I believe before it was just like, what, Super Warrior? Yeah, it was. Okay. So that's good. And it was just blast damage. That's a huge upgrade. The following effects occur for 30 counts from the battle start. For only 30 counts? Plus 30% of blast damage inflicted by ally. Oh! He offers, for 30 counts, a passive 30% blast damage inflicted buff for allied Saiyan characters. So like a character like GT Super Saiyan 4 Goku, excuse me. Or Vegeta 2, I guess. These dudes are going to have another 30% on their blast, just passively buffing for 30 counts. It's similar to, like, obviously, like, you know, Turles or, like, LF Frieza or even Goten. Like, it's a passive buff like that just for existing. It's only for 30 counts, though. He also reduces his own damage received by 20%. It doesn't say allied, so it's just himself. Inflicts enemies with the attribute downgrade plus 10% of damage received for 15 counts every time he uses a blast arts. That kind of reminds me of Blue 21, so that's cool. Nice debuff that stacks. I need to see more in the way of his own buff. Let's see. Applies the following effects itself when this character enters the field. Randomly destroys one of your cards and draws a special arts next. Activates twice. I actually don't like this mechanic. The purple armor Super Saiyan Goku, the EX one, has this. And I can tell you how many times I destroyed my combo because I'd like be going for like a strike. I'd switch it and go for a strike, but he changed it to a freaking green. I hate it. But it's a good mechanic, I guess. But when he enters, he'll force draw a green card twice We'll see what that does. He also gets a damage buff and card draw speed buff. Okay, so when you combo that with his main ability for key recovery and cost down on the blast cards, and then on top of that, though, the constant debuff right here, like, you can see where the kit would be conducive. I'm not impressed, but you can see where it would be conducive, right? Double Sunday plus 20% of Blast Art's power for 20 counts. Okay, this actually, the Blast Art power, if I recall correctly, is actually a really big modifier change as opposed to Blast Art's damage. It's a very big deal, if I recall correctly. Green card, plus 15% to damage inflicted, plus 10% to blast damage inflicted per blast card in your hand. Oh. And he changes or strikes the blast anyway. Okay, so assuming you got a full strike hand or whatever, because he even has 2 strike cards that he holds, so that's pretty possible. You can get another 40%, so 55% maximum, I guess, for 15 counts with the green card. That's actually pretty good. The Zenkai ability is for double attack only for blue EX characters. Blue extremes only, double attack only. So this is what they were going to do all along. They were never going to make him Blue Saiyan or things like that. If you were thinking that, that was unfeasible, unreasonable. And even if they did, I bet it would be like a third of what he has in terms of, like, I think he goes up to like 30%. I bet it'd be like freaking 10 or 15% maximum, right? To where it's like not even, honestly, I guess in his case it works because his regular Z ability is good, but for most units it won't be relevant. But you can already see an example of how they're going to build these characters out. So thank you all for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed, hit that subscribe, hit that thumbs up, stick around for some more content. Like I said, we will have more over the course of the night and the morning. Subscribe for more content. I'll see all of you guys in the next one.